Hello, my precious rosebuds. It is your girl, Rose Thorn, and we are back with more Dang on Rampa Goodbye Despair. Oh, I'm stuttering today. Uh, Content warnings and effects for this. Oh my god, motherfucker. I should always check this shit before I record, but I don't because I assume it's fine, because it was fine last time. It wasn't fun. We are back with Trigger Happy Havoc. No, Goodbye Despair. Sorry. Uh, let's go find out who done it.
Hello. I hope your day is well. I'm trying to force myself to be more energetic, or else my mental state won't be able to keep up. Ugh, my heart's thumping like crazy. I might as well have a laid-back, so what attitude and go ahead with high energy. Yeehaw! But be careful that your batteries don't run out for various reasons. And just like I say each time, don't forget to save frequently. I never expected the funhouse itself to be the ultimate weapon. Oh well, let's just press on ahead.
I love her.
Is it really alright to accept a situation so easily?
Yes, it is.
I mean, that's not what's important. The thing that's really important is the killer who used the building structure. Like, who's Mekumaru's murderer?
But is it really okay to believe the building is the weapon?
Okay.
Nagito said it, you know.
I'm multitasking, so don't mind me.
There's no way I'd lie at such an important moment. I don't want to die either.
What happened to the bastard who kept saying how much they didn't mind dying?
He's right. There was a time when I thought I could become a stepping stone for your hopes, but I will sincerely retract that remark.
Retract?
He doesn't like us anymore.
Disappointed too, you know. If this was a murder for the sake of hope, I'd happily sacrifice myself.
You say such falsehoods, per usual. There is no such thing as murder for the sake of hope. Murder is simply murder. Forcibly sacrificing others for one's own desires. Even one as diabolical as I would avoid such actions.
I see.
It's fine. Let's just leave him alone and find out who killed Coach Nekomaru as fast as
I
we
never
can.
stuffed the body of Abra.
Just so you know, it's not like I'm getting hungry or anything, you know. Akane! You were truly waterfall?
As usual, can't tell what he's thinking, have no idea if he's serious or not.
Anyway, if the killer used the building structure, why don't we think about how they used it?
Nagito's probably thinking it's a
Killed Nekomaru.
ending self
It might
one
be better if we clarify the cause of death first, don't you think?
because of what happened to Sakura in chapter 4 is she ended her life via poisoning because she wanted the rest to move on without her, which they did, and they won. He's horribly damaged. He was beaten with a blunt object. So what was not his common death? Falling.
I see.
This was by falling. That's kind of obvious.
I think he might have died from falling.
Died from falling?
If the funhouse's secret is that it's a structure
Sorry,
where both
coffee.
towers and houses are vertically connected, then the killer made use of its height and caused Nekomaru to die from falling.
Are you saying they pushed him off? Where'd they push him off from?
That I don't know yet.
Don't just make things up when you don't know the method. Where in that building would you even be able to push someone off in the first place?
It might be possible in the tower. You could push him off the 4th floor when the elevator is on the 1st floor.
Did you forget how the elevator functions? When it's on the first floor, the door on the fourth floor won't open.
Saying he died from falling is truly incorrect. You should burn in the flames of hell.
But my gut is going crazy right now.
I think I know this one. Good night button. Alright, let's just go through and see.
When the elevator is on the first floor, you can't go through the door on the fourth floor.
Yep.
It'd be impossible to shove off the victim from up there.
Yes, it would.
Then,
That's...
how about this? After locking Mekamaru inside the elevator, they move the elevator from the fourth floor to the first floor.
Yeah, that would
and
actually be
reset the
possible.
drop.
Hold on. Did you forget the elevator has a sensor? As long as there's a moving object inside.
No, that
Haha, I was right. Oh, I love being right.
sensor should only work if something is moving. If Nekomaru wasn't moving inside, the elevator sensor wouldn't have detected anything.
Could it be his sleep mode?
When Nekomaru's goodnight button is pressed, all of his functions shut down, and he enters sleep mode. If he's in sleep mode, the elevator sensor wouldn't have noticed him, right?
I see. So that's how...
However, even if they moved the elevator in that manner, Nekomaru would have just moved along with it. There would have been no drop for him to fall and die from, yes?
That's what I was about to explain, before Kazuichi interrupted me. Silence, pest!
Now you're calling me a pest?
You're gonna hear random noises now. You can attach them to the doorknob. Yeah, I'm sorry I didn't read that. I wasn't thinking about reading it. I was being a dum-dum. Chain, wire, broken doorknob. Alright, let's see what they give us.
If you arrange it a certain way, you can cause the drop within the elevator.
Yes, you could.
So you're telling us all to think about the arrangement, right?
That arrangement is... The hammer is suspicious.
No, it is not.
Isn't it about time we went over the pillar again?
What about the oil on the floor?
The doorknob on the floor seems suspicious.
How about we all shut up and listen to what Chiaki has to say?
Silence, pest!
Don't be so cold.
One moment.
What if I start to enjoy it?
I think I remember, but I can't be too sure. I think it's the wire.
If you arrange it a certain way, you can cause the drop within the elevator.
Yeah, it's the wire.
So you're telling us all
Because the wire was on the doorknob and it was scraping the doorknob. I had to think. I was gonna put doorknob on doorknob.
The hammer is suspicious.
No, it is not. It's brand new. It's clean as
Isn't it
shit.
about time we went over the pillar again?
What about the oil on the floor?
No.
The doorknob on the floor seems suspicious.
There we go.
I agree with that. Didn't the doorknob have scrape marks on it? That might have been where it got scraped by the wire.
Is that the same wire that was tied around Nekomaru?
The tip of that wire was tied into a loop. If the elevator moved while that loop part hung from the doorknob,
like that, he would have been suspended in midair.
That's right. He was suspended in midair.
Huh?
The killer tied up Mekamaru with the wire while he was in sleep mode. Tied the tip of the wire into a knot and hung it on the doorknob to the 4th floor. With that, they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor of Grape Tower.
Forgive me. I'm working on a plush.
And suspended Mekamaru
Forget.
in midair.
He wanted an Abra.
He was so well hung. Kinda like.
You better not finish that sentence.
He was about to be a naughty.
The elevator's unique feature. Only the floor moves. By doing that, they created a drop so Nekomaru could fall to his death.
Yuppers.
Too easy.
Oh, great.
So what if they created a drop? There's no way you can make him fall and die with just that. Why? If Nekomaru is suspended in midair like that, then how do you get him to fall? Because if he's suspended in midair, he won't die if he doesn't actually fall.
Oh, great. This one's easy. It really is, because it's a radio
Even
clock.
if they suspended Nekomaru from how would they make him fall? There's no one in the tower to push him. There's no way they could do that.
They wouldn't need to push him off. Oh, shit.
Even if they suspended Nekomaru from how would they make him fall? There's no one in the tower to push him off. There's no way they could do that.
There we are.
It doesn't mean someone had to push him off. It's possible that he fell on his own.
What? Nekomaru fell on his own?
Shit, wrong thing.
What? Nekomaru fell on his own?
Yes.
Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode, right?
No.
Allow me to cut through those words. What do you think would happen if Nekomaru woke up while he was suspended upside down in midair?
What are you saying? Like, how would he even wake up?
He has an alarm inside his body. As long as it was armed, it would have deactivated his sleep mode. Which means the killer set the alarm before they suspended Nekomaru.
If you woke up from an alarm and realized you were hanging upside down and had no clue why, if something like that happened to you, you would start panicking a lot, right? Instinctively, your body would start moving. Nekomaru probably did exactly that.
And then, in order to make him fall from the force he was generating, the wire was hung on the tip of the doorknob so it would easily slip off. In actuality, the scrape marks caused by the wire were near the tip of the doorknob, right?
But Nekomaru didn't fall because the wire came off, right?
He fell because the entire doorknob came off. When Nekomaru awoke, he must have struggled much more than expected, which caused the doorknob to break off.
Was that unexpected for the killer too?
Well, that's probably it. If they knew it'd leave behind evidence like that, they would have at least tried to do something to cover it up.
Yeah, he nearly pulls off the door. Not earlier that day. Glue. Wait, isn't it creaking? You'll break off the doorknob and we'll be stuck in here. It's really what it was. Then the Nakamura left for us.
So that's how Nekomaru fell to his death.
Yep.
Do you finally understand now?
Yeah. It appears it's just as Miss Sonia said. I'm just a pest. No, I'm not just a pest. I'm a total fucking pig. Isn't that right, Miss Sonia? If I'm a fucking pig, you can say so.
No, I believe you gave your all.
Hey, why aren't you teasing me anymore?
Because you enjoy it.
He gets off on this.
So thanks to that alarm, Nekomaru ended up falling while he was still hanging upside down. That doesn't mean he just crashed straight into the floor. Of course, you know that too, right?
He kissed the pillar. Can't do that anymore.
I see.
Because I need my paper and I'm not switching back and forth.
Nekomaru fell to the floor. He ended up colliding with the pillar. Isn't that it?
Yeah, that's it.
Finally, the pillar!
So that's how the pillar shattered, and why oil was spilled all over the place.
See, I told you the pillar was the weapon. My gut was totally right.
Well, the pillar was a bonus. It's not even clear if the killer intended that, or if it was just a coincidence.
At this point, it is quite difficult to find a clue that will lead to the killer.
Then what about the alarm? I'm positive the alarm was set for 7:30 a.m. And if we map it out from there...
Hold on, baby gangsta.
Stop calling me baby gangsta!
It's cute.
Did you say the alarm was set for 7:30 a.m.?
You didn't check it yourself? Nekomaru's alarm was set for 7:30 a.m.
Yes, it was.
That's impossible. 'Cause even though I slept in a little, I still got to the tower at 7 in the morning.
Now that you mention it, so did I. There was no way I could be late for Monokuma Tai Chi, so I left for Grape Tower before 7 a.m.
But we all were late.
And if we found Nekomaru's body there, it would have been before the 7:30 a.m. alarm went off.
It appears yet another contradiction has been birthed. How were you able to discover Nekomaru died at 7:30 a.m. when you went to the tower at 7?
That's what I want to know.
Another mystery. I don't understand. Seriously. It's just one right after another, but I can't choke up after a time like this. Just a little more and I'll be able to reach the truth. There should definitely be a clue breaking through this contradiction. He had a radio clock which connects to the satellite, so it's like a phone or a laptop clock. And mine currently reads 11:50. Unless I fuck with it.
Grape Tower.
Wall clock, contact
Before
elevator,
7 a.m., I am certain.
radio clock.
But the alarm inside Nekomaru's chest was set for 7:30 a.m.
Nekomaru died because of that alarm, right?
His time of death and the time the body was discovered. One of those must be an illusion.
The killer probably did some tampering. They probably messed with the clock inside Nekomaru's chest. That's gotta be it!
Damn it. No, that's wrong.
We headed for Grape before 7 a.m.
But the alarm inside was set for 7...
Nekomaru died.
His time of death, one of those must be an illusion.
The killer probably did some tampering. They probably messed with the clock inside Nekomaru's chest.
There we go.
No, that's wrong. No, the clock inside his chest was a radio clock, so it would have been impossible to mess with.
Yep. Exactamundo.
So you're saying there's no way the killer could have tampered with the clock?
Well, the clock inside him.
Maybe the clock Miss Sonia saw was the one that got tampered with.
The clock inside Grape House?
Yep.
No, I checked all the clocks inside the funhouse.
Oh, that's what I asked you to do. So you really listened to me and checked all the clocks.
He's a dick.
And because of that, I can confidently declare that all the clocks had the same time displayed.
If there's no possibility that the time was tampered with, then we must doubt that human's testimony.
Please believe me, we are not lying.
Then maybe it's a misunderstanding.
He likes her.
Never misunderstand. I'll crush you into dog food.
This time related to contradiction, I don't think I should doubt the testimonies. I should doubt the clock. There's no mistake that something was done, but what is it? Perhaps we overlooked something, maybe we're misunderstanding something. Think. If I focus and think, I should be able to find the answer to that mystery. Logic drive. We're gonna have fun with this. I love logic drives. I hate them, but I love them. I hate them because I constantly die in them, but I love them because they're so much fun. Wee. Gonna surf. Then shit. Okay, we're safe. This one. Yay. Shit. Yay. Shit. Space is jump, isn't it? Yeah. I did not have space for that. Who? Okay. What did the time in the building? Why are there 3 though? Whatever. Shit. Alright. Go there. Turn now. Now. Oh, whoa! Oh, fuck. Okay, nope. I don't like this. I have to be extremely careful right now. Okay. I did not hit spacebar. Okay, I made it. That's good. Alright, here we are. Question 2. That was my dumbass. You want both. What? Oh. My bad. Again, this is myself being dumb. I'm like... I was on the right one before. I was just being stupid. Okay. We. Okay. Okay, I can. Alright. Both houses. That one I can definitively know. And now I understand why there's 3. There we go.
It's all coming together.
Oh, my brain was dumb. You
said you checked all the clocks inside the building. Isn't that right, Fuyuhiko?
Yeah, none of the clocks had the wrong time.
But what if all those clocks have been messed with?
What? All
the clocks? So even if you checked all the clocks inside the building, there's no way you'd have noticed it.
He is right.
I see. So the killer messed with the time inside the whole building by changing all the clocks.
So that's what it was. There's no way I would have noticed that.
This is truly fantastic!
Now's not the time to be pleased. More importantly,
He's happy because it's not a... She's right. That's the main problem. I need to clarify how much time was off. That's definitely the next mystery I'm going to reach in one go. Okay, Connie's account.
If the time in the building was all messed up, then we can only rely on Nekomaru's radio clock.
The time of death was clearly 7:30 a.m.
Yep.
The problem is, what time would 7:30 be in our time?
Are there any clues that can be used to narrow that down? If only I heard the sound when he fell. It would have been a great
Oh, great.
clue.
Or his scream.
he's not the type.
If only we would have heard it too.
There's no point in saying that. If does not exist in this world.
We heard it. Connie heard it.
If the time in the building was all messed, then we can only rely on Nekomaru's radio clock.
The time of death was clearly 7:30 a.m.
The problem is, what time would 7:30 be in our time?
Are there any clues that can be used to narrow that down? If only I heard the sound when he fell.
There we are.
I agree with that. That's right. We should have heard the sound he made when he fell. Wasn't it that rumbling noise?
Rumbling? I thought it was just an earthquake, so I went back to sleep. Was that the sound from when Nekomaru fell?
Well, a huge body fell from the 4th floor to the 1st, and the pillar fell with it. It's obvious we'd hear the impact sound.
We heard that noise too.
It was when we were gathered at the Strawberry House Lounge. What is it, Sonia?
Oh, well, that sound everyone heard? I did not hear it at all.
Huh?
You probably didn't hear it because you were sleeping.
I could not sleep at all. I was awake the whole night with hunger pangs.
Oh, poor thing.
There's nothing to worry about. What's important is that rumbling noise.
If we use that rumbling sound as a reference, we might be able to figure out how much our time was off.
Yeah, we could.
I heard that sound probably around 5:30 in the morning.
So, 2 hours.
You can tell?
I instantly woke up and left my room. And that's when I saw the clock in the lounge.
Excellent work, Akane.
I'm cold. Two hours.
I see.
That should give us some life back. Perfect.
Nekomaru's alarm went off at 7:30, and if we heard the sound of his impact at 5:30,
It's 12.
time was off by 2 hours.
2 hours? That much?
Yep.
We were starving pretty badly. There's no way we would have noticed.
Plus, the funhouse has no windows. And there weren't any Monokuma announcements either.
However, for what reason did the killer alter our perception of time?
The reason is obvious. So they can lure out just Nekomaru.
Exactamundo.
If you messed with the clocks and used a specific thing, you definitely get Nekomaru to the tower alone, right? From there, the killer's plan was a splendid success. That's all it means.
Okay. Yeah, Monokuma Tai Chi.
I see. That's it. The killer made use of the Monokuma Tai Chi activity in the morning.
How did they use it?
We were required to go to Grape Tower every morning at 7 a.m. for that activity, right?
All the girls were in Group Tower.
But if they mess with all the clocks inside the building, what would that do to us? We wouldn't be able to attend on time, but that wouldn't affect Nekomaru.
Exactamundo.
His radio clock had the exact time. That's right. In doing so, the killer was able to lure him to the tower by himself at the precise time.
Then, when I witnessed Nekomaru early in the
There,
morning...
so you guys can hear that better.
If I recall, you witnessed Nekomaru around 5 a.m.
Yep.
And if that time was also 2 hours off, it should have been 7 a.m. Yeah, that's pretty much it. At that time, he was heading over to Monokuma Tai Chi, right on schedule. I see. Now that I think about it, I realize what Monokuma meant when he said those words.
Too early! He didn't even ask you yet!
Jeez, how outrageous. I honestly didn't expect everyone to judge Monokuma Tai Chi.
When you said everyone, you were including us, right?
I sneezed so
We thought
hard.
we came to the tower on time, but in truth, it was way past the meeting time.
Yepers. Yep.
Geez. That's, well, how should I put it?
A slip of the tongue.
What was it? You know, tripping over a foot or something like that.
Are
Hey.
you talking about tripping over someone else's fault?
Wrong! Too bad.
Liar! I'm right!
That's not it. It's incorrect.
They're gonna fight.
That's definitely the correct answer. You always get so stubborn like this.
Let's just ignore the peanut gallery. Now that we've found out how the killer lured Nekomaru,
Why don't we ignore you?
the number of suspects has drastically decreased.
No, I haven't.
Hey, why would that decrease the number of suspects? Don't be a friggin' liar!
You'll know I'm not lying when you listen to what Fuyuhiko's going to say next.
Huh? What the hell do you mean?
You witnessed Nekomaru going toward the tower. Did something else happen after that?
Are you talking about that alarm?
Alarm?
A little while after I witnessed Nekomaru, the clock in the
I gotta
strawberry
stop
house mound
sneezing.
started going off. Plus, it was just before that rumbling sound occurred. That's it. So that's what it is. If Nekomaru died when the rumble happened, then whoever doesn't have an alibi at the time is the prime suspect.
Really? Was there anyone who didn't have an alibi at that time?
I remember now. The sound was so loud I couldn't help bolting from my room. But there was one guy who never left the lounge. We were both on the same floor. It's pretty weird that bastard never came out of his guest room.
Which means that person does not have an alibi for when Nekomaru fell?
Who is it? Who's the bastard?
Well, like the others, he has a deluxe room, so,
You're
Nagito.
the only one!
Nagito.
The one who wasn't there. It's you, right, Nagito?
That's right. Nagito wasn't there.
Kazuichi, shut up.
It was just me, Gundam, and Fuyuhiko.
Gundam shouldn't have been there, if I recall right.
You didn't come out, even though the alarm was going off like crazy. You weren't in your room, were you?
If that's the case, where were you?
Oh, water. Needed water.
Please, say something.
If you don't hurry up and answer, I'm gonna suicide dive you!
Don't.
If I may be frank,
That's a wrestling term, by
even
the
if
way.
I wanted to go to the lounge,
I couldn't.
You couldn't? What do you mean?
It's merely the foolish talk of the weak.
Not only did I not hear the alarm, I never even heard that rumbling sound.
He couldn't?
You're definitely fucking lying.
However, that is also true for me. It is obvious that I did not hear the alarm in Strawberry House. But I did not hear the rumbling sound either. Is that not strange? I mean, everyone else heard it.
To be honest, it's not just them. The same goes for me too. I was in a pretty deep sleep, so I thought that's why I couldn't hear it. It wasn't that. I probably couldn't hear it at all.
Couldn't hear it? What does that mean?
Deluxe rooms
You
have
still
soundproofing.
don't know. Think about what the three of us who didn't hear a sound have in common, and I'm sure you'll figure it out.
The only people that... They all have Lux rooms. They have the deluxe rooms. Those things are soundproofed, if I remember right. Okay. The... Lux needs that. It needs you. It needs you. We do not need you right now. That one's gonna climb that one. L U X. Ha 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 ha. Shit, I actually was trying to shoot that. We don't need you anymore. We don't need the R's. We need the N's, and we need the O's. God fucking damn. Yeah, I know. We need an S. Thank you. Boom. Deluxe rooms. Not after point factor by a lot.
Nagito, Sonia, and Chiaki. The three of you were staying in deluxe rooms, right?
This actually weakens
If I
someone's saying.
recall, the deluxe rooms are...
Soundproofed. The guest rooms are divided up by quality grade. Deluxe rooms are soundproofed and have excellent air insulation. The standard room may be so-so insulation, but it's pretty decent. And the current rooms have severe overflow and draft problems.
The reason we could not hear the rumbling
Oh shit,
noise...
that voice. What the fuck? That is
That's
not
right.
Monokuma.
It was because the deluxe rooms have superior sound insulation. You actually noticed that. Nice catch, Hajime. Are you using your ultimate reserve course student
I'm gonna
talent?
kick your teeth in, motherfucker.
Now then, you guys must understand by now, right? The true
It's Gundam.
identity of Nekomaru's killer.
Hold on a sec. Why does that lead to who the killer is?
Why? Well, that fact just now is a very important clue, and a decisive factor in identifying the killer.
Decisive factor?
The killer among us. The killer who murdered Nekomaru. It's Gundam. It's fucking Gundam. It's not... He's smiling. He's smug as shit. Because we shouldn't be able to know.
Gundam, there's something I want to ask you. When the alarm rang at the Strawberry House Lounge, you rushed over there too, right?
What's wrong with that? If the bell of catastrophe rings throughout the night, it is the universe's providence to stop it.
But you shouldn't have been able to hear it.
Hear what?
I mean, you were also staying in a deluxe room, right? Nagito was staying in a deluxe room in the same house on the same floor, and he couldn't even hear it. So why were you able to hear that alarm?
Now that you mention it,
Gundam?
There is only one possibility. You weren't in your room at the time. That's why, even though you were staying in a deluxe room, you still went to the lounge. Am I right?
Gundam,
Excuse me.
you have some sort of explanation.
I want to hug Sonia so bad.
Gundam probably couldn't return to his room because of Fuyuhiko.
Let me hug Sonia. She's a sweetie.
After you saw Nekomaru heading to the tower, you stayed at the lounge for a while. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Until the moment that alarm started ringing, right?
At 5:30.
If you were in the lounge for that long, the killer who had left earlier obviously wouldn't be able to go back.
Accurate.
Even though Mekamaru's murder was a death trap that utilized the alarm in his chest, the killer still needed to prepare the murder in advance.
Yep. Tying him up,
like
hanging him,
putting
stringing him.
Nekomaru in sleep mode and tying him up with the wire.
Yeah, we can skip this part.
Which means when Fuyuhiko witnessed Nekomaru, the killer was already at the tower.
Yep.
And once they tried to go back, they couldn't because Fuyuhiko was at the lounge.
Chilling and waiting and chilling
In
and
their
waiting.
original plan, the killer should have returned to their room before the alarm in the lounge went off.
Which gave them an alibi.
And they were supposed to stay in their room. They weren't planning to come out and go to the lounge.
Yeah, which gave them
means
the alibi.
They wouldn't have heard the alarm or the rumbling sound, thus proving they were in the room.
Just like us.
The best case scenario would have been if those two in the lounge had gone to check the deluxe rooms. After all, if they personally saw the killer sleeping in their room, it gives the killer a stronger alibi. Unfortunately, they failed to secure that alibi.
Because I was in the lounge.
You were just chilling.
So the killer couldn't go back to their room, and ended up hearing the lounge's alarm.
Hey, what are you doing? The ruckus is slaughtered and the supreme ruler of the netherworld bellowing for a sacrifice. Don't go making all of this noise so suddenly.
But why'd you come out? You should have hid till the excitement.
If Gundam tried to hide, and if those two went to his room to check on him, he would have been found out.
Exactamundo! Chigaki for the win!
That would have been the worst possible outcome. That's why he couldn't just stay hidden.
If those two had just checked the deluxe rooms as planned, that would have been ideal, but... How ironic. The moment Fuyuhiko set foot in the lounge, your plan was doomed.
He's mad.
Gundam? Please, can you at least say something?
Nope, he's a chicken shit.
Answer me this, including myself in my 4 dark devas of destruction. How many?
No one
years?
cares.
The answer is 10. That's right. That means I have 5.
Is that your...
You bastard. Do you understand the situation you're in?
Did he
right
really
now?
try to use that? In the soundproof room, it still wouldn't matter. They wouldn't be able to hear
The
shit.
truth shall not. At the time, I left my room to go to the bathroom. By coincidence, I heard the alarm. That's right. That's all it was.
Are you saying it was just a coincidence?
And yet, I'm being suspected by all of you. It seems.
I see. You're still Well, you don't have to admit it. So, why don't we just... Well, let's just leave that fun for later.
You said...
Please hold on!
But he's completely shut up.
Gundam!
I was simply at a loss
We're
for
skipping
words
this
at-
just because he's like trying to argue shit that we already know. Russian and roulette is what they had to play, so.
That elevator was the only means of travel between the two houses. As long as that elevator was broken, your assumption collapses.
No, it
Plus,
does not.
The elevator was broken at Grape House.
If the killer cannot return to Strawberry House,
Since I was at Strawberry House at that time, there's no question that the following crime is impossible.
It would have been different if they had an accomplice.
No.
There was a secret passageway.
Thank you,
How much longer
sweetheart.
do you plan to lecture me? Why don't we stop this already?
Because there's a secret passageway,
That elevator
and
was
Nagito used it.
the only means of travel between the two houses.
No, that's wrong.
You want to say that again, buddy? We all know it was wrong. Yeah. This is why I was skipping, because he's literally arguing
No,
that.
there should have been another way to move between the two houses without the elevator.
Such a method does not exist.
Yes, it
Then
does.
Why don't we ask the person who actually used that method?
Nagito, 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 Nagito.
You're the only one!
Hajime. I don't know why I use that voice when I say his name, but
You
still.
should know.
It's like when you jump off the
What are
cliff
you
and you're
talking
dying, and it's
about?
that kind of
Don't play
talk
dumb.
voice.
You appeared so suddenly that one time because you used that method, right?
Oh yeah, he
There's a secret passage connecting the
We
first
did not
floor
need
of
to see that
Strawberry
for the
House
15th
to
time
the third
today.
floor of Grape House. Isn't that right?
Jeez. Once again, I let the reserve course show off. But you're right. There's a door on the floor of the Octagon, which is on the first floor of Strawberry House. After I opened the door and went down... Surprise, surprise! I ended up in the Monokuma Archive, which is on the third floor of Grape House.
Meaning the third floor and the fourth floor are actually connected.
Plus, once you've cleared the final dead room once, you can pass through it as many times as you want.
If they used that secret passage, they could have gone between the two houses as much as they wanted.
Infinity Unlimited Flame!
Why are you annoying? Stop being a pest.
However, what if the killer was unaware of the existence of the final dead room?
There's no way they didn't know.
Wire.
That is merely an illusion you have fabricated
It's
from
a
your
wire.
own suspicion. If you value your life,
There's no way I can stop.
did you say? Don't make me angry.
You're a little bitch. I don't care if you're angry, you're a bitch.
Even if the turbid box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail I say! Your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities? Even if the turbid box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail I say! Your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities?
Oh my god, that
Already
was the most
proved
annoying
the secret
thing.
passage exists. The secret passage was at the Octagon.
Know the limits of your own reasoning. You say the killer went to the Octagon? Don't bark, you cur! If if you don't want to drown in the maelstrom of blind
Allow me to cut through those words.
That was the most annoying shit ever.
The wire used to string up Nekomaru's body. The hammer that looked like the weapon, and the chain on the door in the tower. Those are all the items that weren't in Funhouse. Where did the killer obtain them?
The only place I can think of is the Octagon.
Du, 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 du,
There were
du.
various weapons and tools there. I'm pretty sure I saw stuff like wires, hammers, and chains too.
Since those items were used in the crime, there's no doubt that the killer went to the Octagon.
Excuse me. I had coffee and chocolate cupcake.
If
Because
that's
I
the
needed
case,
food, so I went to
you
this
obviously
gas
know
station
about
with
the
my
secret
sister.
passage too, right?
He broke.
It seems this is
It's
the
the
end.
end.
Normally, we'd end up listening to Hajime lecture us with a very long summary of the case. But there's no reason to waste any more time on this opening act, so I'm going to end this right now.
Hey, what are you...
First of all, by messing with all the clocks in the build, the elevator was probably broken by that.
I'm just
There's
skipping.
no way he could fight head on with the. So
Don't mess with me!
why are you angry all of a sudden?
You fools do not understand! You don't... Ha! You make me laugh!
I don't understand anything. What does that mean?
It appears. Maybe I'm just a human destined for hell. I can't...
What do you...
It's obvious! I'm going to just...
Are you saying you still have more?
Your words. You said... However, that button was on the back...
It's not easy to get the drop on.
It's even more difficult if it's a one-on-one situation.
God love her.
Just as I thought. Truly. If
That's wrong, Gundam. You're the one who...
Such a wonderful line. However, listen well. I shall first. You must crush them. You must provide a reason that will persuade that human.
We all actually know how you did it. Well, I know how you did it. And anyone who's seen this game would know.
I won't let you. For the Tanaka Empire. Wither. Crushed as David prophesies. I won't let you. For the Tanaka Empire. Wither. Crushed as David prophesies. Show me the cadaver.
The cadaver.
I won't let you. For the Tanaka Empire. Wither. Crushed as David prophesies. I won't
My
let
sister
you.
just messaged me.
For the Tanaka Empire. Wither. Crushed as David prophesies. For the Tanaka Empire. I won't let you. For the Tanaka Empire. Wither. Crushed as David prophesies.
Alright.
Nekomaru's back. Do you really think I can get behind him so easily?
This is the end.
Even if you didn't get behind Nekomaru, you should have been able to press the button on the back of his neck. As long as you had the power of the hamsters you keep with you.
Are you seriously saying he used his hamsters to press the button on the back of Nekomaru's neck?
Yup.
Of course that'd be impossible for a normal hamster, but it would have been possible for Gundams.
Yeah, we saw them
In
doing
fact,
pretty
we saw that
impressive
with our
shit.
very own eyes, right?
Oh And now we gotta do this, which I will be fast forwarding through because I really don't care. Alright, Stockholm, what do we got? Who sets the alarm clock? Okay. Wait, what's this? Messing with the base of the contact elevator. Ah, crap. My fucking game froze. Like, my game literally froze. Okay, there we go. It's back. Alright. What time did you see Nakamura? Nope. Weaknesses. Oh shit. Okay. Not that. The hammer. Yep, okay. No, okay. Alright. No. Okay. Oh crap. I keep doing the wrong thing because my brain is dead right now. Okay, there we go. No. Okay. That's that. Straight after leaving. Okay. That's finally where that was. Okay. Hamster. Good night button. Okay. There we go.
Here's everything that happened in this case.
And yes, we're gonna fast forward through this
Let's
because
first go
I
over the
want to get to the ending of the game, this chapter. Or at least as close to the ending as I possibly can. We know about all this. He gets watches him leave, wondering why the fuck he's leaving so early. Gets stopped, gets put to sleep by the Dark Devas, who are literally super smart hamsters. Honestly, I think anyone could train a hamster to do that. Doesn't have to be the ultimate breeder. Then he sets the alarm so that he'll wake up and die exactly when he wants him to. Strays the button so they can't get in. Then lowers it to purple. Sets up everything so that you think they can't get into Strawberry Tower. The plan gets screwed up. The alarm goes off and they have to pretend like they're there the whole time. He wakes up. Falls. Smashes into the tower. Everyone hears it who should hear it, as long as someone who shouldn't.
That someone is Gundam Tanaka. I can't think of anyone else but you.
I honestly,
Splendid. That was splendid. For a mere human, you did quite well.
For a human with absolutely no talent.
Stop it already.
Akane's heartbroken.
Stop using weird words to avoid the truth. Or I'll friggin' kill you myself!
There she
I cannot
is.
believe it. I just cannot believe. You killed Nekomaru? I cannot believe something like that.
You don't
She's
wish
heartbroken.
to forgive me? Do you feel regret? Then finish it! Cast your impure votes for Gundam Tanaka!
He's Lily.
Beloved, deadly foes, let the voting time begin!
'78's and not bad. Thought I was gonna do worse.
This result. Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your. Who will be chosen?
He
as the
really
blackened?
hates when we get it
Will
right.
you make the right choice or the dreadful? Please
Oh,
pull
honey.
the- Crap! I bit my tongue at the most important.
That was me yesterday. I had a sneezing fit, and I sneezed so hard I bit my tongue. I just realized I may have not said good morning to somebody. Excuse me a moment. Let me... Yep, I messaged them.
Yahoo!
Yep, we know.
Nice.
Yeah, I said all that without biting my tongue.
Now then.
Now that we've decided who the killer is, let's do the execution already and get this over with. Hold on. It's true the class trial's finished, but that doesn't mean the incident is over. We can't finish yet until we hear from Gundam.
Jeez.
No matter what he says, it won't change a thing. Well, I have no right to stop you either, so do whatever you like.
Fall, my tears.
Why do you want to talk to the one who has lost? The loser merely leaves. It would just be unnecessary for me to say something.
Listen well.
Is that what you would like to say? But for honor's sake, I shall correct one thing, correct?
How pitiful.
You guys said I made Nakamura Palace without fighting him. However, that is a great mistake, huh?
Fine.
Nakamura did fight, that is no mistake, and because he fought, he lost and died.
Damn it!
This, too,
If he was
must
just
be the
trying to
will
cling
of
to life, there are
causality.
many ways he could have done so. However, he did not allow that.
You.
What do you mean, explain? Fine, then I shall reveal
Let's
it all.
make history.
Within the final den room, I discovered the secret of the fine house, and then I devised a killer plan to utilizing that secret. By tampering with the clocks in the building, I succeeded in luring Nekomaru to the tower. This is what happened. Nekomaru and I were alone in the tower, standing face to face with one another. I should say I expected as much from Nekomaru. He sensed my subtle killing intent and instantly understood the situation. We had ourselves to stare down. In that situation, if he wanted to run away, it would have been easy for him to do so. He could have run away or even called for help, but he did not turn his back to me. Instead, he chose to fight that risked life and death.
That is.
Let me tell you.
He was serious too. He gave it his all to try and kill me. If I had died instead, the mystery surrounding the case would have been even more complicated. We would never know why I, the victim, went to the tower by myself.
See it.
Nobody would have known that the victim, me, was actually the one who planned the whole thing.
Could it be?
Nekomaru really did that?
Sensing even my subtle killing intent, as expected of you, Nekomaru.
This scorching, stinging, tense atmosphere. I've been a team manager for so long, I'd nearly forgotten this. This is great! What a comforting atmosphere!
Comforting?
That's a great line.
And what is your reason? Do you intend to resolve this situation by killing me?
I am the Warlock, Gundam Tanaka. Heroes, Lords of Darkness, and even the gods themselves flee from me.
I think I just snorted a bit and hurt my throat, even worse than it already hurts. So yay me!
I need not cling to any trivial reason. I'm simply going to kill you because your very existence is an annoyance.
How is it an annoyance?
You'll drench your soul with evil until the bitter end, huh? Splendid!
Nekomaru's just weird, y'all.
In response to your spirit, I shall kill you with all of my might. I won't go easy on you. Don't even think about holding back. Don't waste your breath on cowardly tactics. Give me everything you got.
Nekomaru Nidai, your blood will drench the foundation of my empire!
That is...
Why? Why did you fight? We are all friends. Why couldn't you stop this? Even both sides agreed it was still wrong. I will not argue. I have no intention of forcing my values upon you. However, I must say this. What's the point of living if you're just waiting until you finally die? There's nothing courageous about that. That is abandonment. A mere feeling of resignation. Wait, are you just telling us to wait until we starve to death? I'd rather have that happen to us than have our friends kill each other. Do you mean that you'd rather die?
Fall,
Ever since we were locked inside that building, everyone had been dominated by the feeling of abandonment. However, nothing is boring from resignation. That is simply a reason to give up.
You flinch, you will die.
Giving up on life, that is just an insult to life itself. Have you fools heard of the term dog eat dog? Cannibalism? In zoology, cannibalism is a commonly observed phenomenon. Many creatures at some point in their lifespan engage in cannibalism. That is what it means to live. If you say killing for the sake of living is evil, then what would you call giving up on life itself? If a world would consider that justice, then I will fight that world with every last fiber of my being. Giving up on life and choosing death is nothing but a blasphemy towards life.
I renounce you.
It is a violation of the natural order. It is the arrogance of humanity. Are you saying all that just to try to justify what you did? But it sounds like Nekomaru felt the same too. That's why they fought, right?
Damn it.
Fine.
That man had the courage to die when he needed to die. That is why he challenged me to our battle. Regardless, I've already said I do not intend to force my values upon you fools. I have betrayed you all. That is the absolute truth. But even so, don't you think it's a better alternative than slowly dying?
Oh.
That belief is why you committed your crime. Hey, what about the final dead room? Did you do that Russian roulette too?
Let's make history.
I'm not like Nagito, I only did it once, but compared to my battle with Nekomaru, that was a mere child's play.
Well?
You know, after listening to you talk a while, I'm starting to think that, well, it's also because you unexpectedly admitted your crime without much resistance. Gundam, don't tell me you didn't sacrifice yourself for our sake, did you? I cannot believe you would ask such a foolish question. Just who do you think I am? History's greatest monster. My cursed existence is feared by mankind, and there's no way I'd sacrifice myself for the sake of you filth. Not a million billion. Name of Pandemonium. Is that it? Then I'll just leave it at that then. Now then, let us be rid of foolish talk. It's time for the fun to get started. Monokuma, let us begin.
Indeed.
Yeah, you got it. I prepared a special punishment for the ultimate breeder Gundam, Tanaka.
Wait! I beg of you!
Huh?
Miss Sonia?
I beg of you!
How pitiful.
Sonia, Anaka's unrefined as stopping a man from going to his death does not benefit a noble such as yourself. Well, Miss Fine to start for reals, right?
Fine.
Yes, I do not mind, however.
What is it, my four dark
What is it,
devas Are you worried about me? Oh, my feared four dark devas of destruction. That is not like you at all. However, there is no need to fear. In this world, I am only a temporary visitor. I was simply visiting for a moment, And now that
I
my
want to
duty
hug
is
the
complete,
hamsters.
I
Fuck
must
Gundam. Give me
return
the
to
bunny.
darkness.
Give me the hamsters. Give me, give me, give me. I'm sorry. I used to have one that was black and white that I called
is
Panda.
why, until the very end. Pride, conceit, courage, insolence, fearful of nothing, daunted by nothing.
Why is his hand bandaged?
Let us laugh uproariously.
I just realized that. Now I'm fucking curious, and I will forever be curious.
That is
I'm looking that shit up now. Why is Gundam's hand bandaged? I'm curious now.
Open sesame pandemonium.
Blah 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 blah. I'm curious. Am I literally... I'm gonna read this before we do this. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. The scar is apparently a tattoo. Okay, it's because of injuries from taking care of animals.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time.
And now we mute. Because it'll, give me a copyright. And I'd rather just enjoy it without the copyright strike. And then we'll call it. Guilty, time for the punishment. That's, going to knock a stampede. All the hamsters. He put them on a rock. And he's making a ritual thing. They're gonna get to you, they're gonna get to you, they're gonna get to you. Oh, that is awesome. Look at that light. It did not save you though, my man. Oh, look at all the animals he took care of. Bunny buns. Oh, that is so touching. And the Dark Devas are sad now. And Monokuma was just saying, go. Gundam! She's upset. She's upset. Oh no. Even after Gundam is gone, the spirit of his parting words still linger deep in our chest. Don't give up on life. Did I misunderstand what he meant? Then what's the right thing to do? I don't know. No matter how much I think about it, I don't know if I'll ever be able to answer that.
Damn it.
I'm so pissed off I need to throw something.
Damn it!
Y'all spend so much time worrying about each other, and thanks to that, things ended up like this. You're all full of shit, every last one of you. But the biggest piece of shit is me.
Worst.
Why am I so weak?
Oh.
It's such a downer, clearly, but still. Even though we feel this way, we still gotta do our very best.
You are right.
This time around, we must move forward. We must continue to believe in our friends.
You are
If
right.
not, Gundam will most likely crawl his way out of hell, and I presume he will be very cross with us. You're right. You're right. We shouldn't just stand here. I mean, it's not like this is over. We still have to do it. We still have to finish this. For the sake of our friends who have died, we need to finish this once and for all. So, don't just stand there. Stand up and walk. Move forward. Live. If you don't, everyone who fought and died will die in vain. We cannot allow that. So how long are you guys just gonna stand around chattering? The trial is over, so it's okay just to hurry back to Jabberwock Island. However, the Kill the Skull trip will proceed as usual, so make sure you know that. Hold on, how much longer are you gonna keep doing this? Till there's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of us left.
Now then.
Alright, after feeling down for so long, I finally feel refreshed. Let's hurry back and eat some food. Hold on a sec, that mood shift is so...
like
well,
that.
you know, it's like Gundam and Nakamura said. That's what it means to live, right? She's certainly something else. But seriously, I'm starving.
Hey.
Then let's go back now and eat. Then after we are full, let's sleep as much as we want. And then let's do our best again. Yeah, you're right. I love Chiaki and I love Sonia. What is this? With this, the class trial has come to an end, and once again we return to Jabberwock Island. The size of our scoop has definitely diminished. But despite that, even if it was just the rest of us, we did our best to stay upbeat and have fun together. Of course, our optimism was only superficial. But at that moment, we were able to forget about our dark despair looming over us. However, the only thing I was worried about was him. He wasn't there. He suddenly disappeared from our sight. Yep, I'm definitely lucky. I never expected to obtain so many valuable things from a simple game of Russian roulette. Thanks to that, I was able to learn the identity of our true enemy. Before everyone else, too. But it's too funny, I mean, no one could tell that I was lying. There's no way the file just had Hajime's information.
Well,
I guess they were too busy with the other matters, or maybe they've reached their limit. Regardless, I was saved. Things would get complicated if they found out. Anyway, I can't forgive this. This should never be forgiven. There's no way I can let this run loose. I'll be the one who stops this once and for all. Even if it costs me my life.
obvious.
For the sake of hope, I cannot ignore this. Alright, Monokuma arrived to summon me.
Now then.
Thanks for coming.
What's this?
Why is it the lonely little Nagito? Are you all alone tonight,
What's
too?
the matter?
So what's up? Your face looks scary. I see, so you can tell.
Hmm?
Perhaps you found out who the traitor is? You know me well. Is that what I would like to say? But unfortunately, I haven't learned that yet. I see, so even if you don't know, huh? Looks like the final showdown is going to take a little more time.
Hello.
So why did you summon me anyway? Were you finally going to confess your love? I summoned you because there's something I really need to ask you. It's about the special fries from the dead room.
Hmm?
Oh yeah, what about it? That has information about 16 people in the file I received. But isn't that weird?
Say what?
What's weird?
Don't even know.
Well, there's a traitor from the Future Foundation hiding among us, right? Including that person in the total knows. The students would be 16, right?
Isn't that right?
But this file contains documents that were created at Hope's Peak Academy.
Of course.
That's right. I just reused the stuff from the former headmaster spent a lifetime making. It's the file that contains information about the traitor. Was that person a former student at Hope's Peak Academy?
Who knows?
I wonder. Could it be? Is this your doing? Did you slip false information into the file? Were you trying to keep us from learning the traitor's identity by obtaining this information?
Hmm?
What's wrong with that? If it's my job to heat things up, then it's okay if I do something small like that, right?
Well,
That's not my point.
Right.
My point is you already know who the traitor is.
Hmm?
What's wrong with that?
You're getting all
Well, you're
riled up.
splendidly correct when you say I knew who the traitor was all along. But even though I know who it is, why do you think I ignored it on purpose? It's just like Monome after losing her magical stick. The traitor's existence means absolutely nothing to me.
No, no.
Well, that's just how I feel. I'm sure you guys feel somewhat different. After all, the person is the evil Future Foundation lackeys putting you guys through this awful stuff. That's not entirely true. I didn't really come here to fight or anything like that. Let's get here for making cooperation. Your purpose is to fill everyone on this island with despair, right? That's why you're intentionally and try to do as they please, right? If that's the case, I might be able to cooperate somewhat too. However, in exchange, I want to know who the traitor is. I see. Interesting. Very interesting. Obviously, that's a big no-no. I mean, I want to make everyone in your group feel despair. That includes you, too. Well, I knew you would say that. Besides, just want to be able to handle the sadness when you inevitably betray me later on. As I saw, he saw right through me.
You're right.
No matter what the situation, I find myself in my core way of thinking will never change. I to create absolute hope that shines bright, at least outsiders such as myself and despair exist. You're right, you're a true believer of hope, after all. I must say that belief reminds me of that person for the same reason it reminds you. I don't know what you're talking about, but if there's someone worse than me that reminds you of some other person, they must be extremely unlucky.
Right.
But you're just as unlucky, right? I mean, the fact that you're even involved in something like this, am I? I actually think I'm very lucky. Huh?
You don't know?
When you say that coming across this much despair is a rare opportunity, I can't rely on anyone on this island. That's why I have to be the one that does it. If I can eliminate despair from this island, I won't be a stepladder anymore. I'll become true hope. I'll become an existence that could even be called ultimate hope. Two of you are like, you definitely remind me of him. Hey, there's one more thing I wanted to ask you.
See?
Who are you waiting for on this island? Looks like I'm right again. You're definitely waiting for someone on this island. Is there a person you're really for already on this island?
Hey.
Well, answer my question. If that were the case, if that person was already on this island, wouldn't that be exciting? So, Monokuma's waiting for one. I know who he's waiting for. He's waiting for Kyoko. No, he's waiting for the real Byakuya to show off. No. He's waiting for the ultimate hacker. Let's call him that. Oh my god, if there was an ultimate hacker, that would be creepy. Alright, we are done with this episode of Danganronpa. We obtained the Hellhound earring. Does that mean we went to where he died and picked that fucking shit up? Because that'd be sad. Alright. So, this has been Danganronpa. Peace and love. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.